June is your secret weapon for a monster summer harvest if you plant the right things right now. I'm talking tomatoes so heavy they'll bend your cages, peppers that laugh at the heat, and cucumbers that explode with growth. This isn't just planting, it's a backstage pass to the biggest, juiciest veggies of your life. And if you're in Zone 8, you've got the perfect weather to make it happen. So grab your trowel, because I'm about to show you exactly what to plant this month to turn your garden into a grocery store by August. Let's go. Why June is the perfect time in Zone 8. June in Zone 8 is like Mother Nature handing you a golden ticket. The soil's warm, the days are long, and those summer storms? Free irrigation. We're past the risk of frost, so your plants won't get shocked by cold nights. But here's the real magic. The heat-loving crops you plant now will grow at warp speed. Sunlight is steroids for veggies like tomatoes and peppers. They'll soak up 14 hours of daylight and pump out fruit like crazy. Plus, planting in June means you'll hit peak harvest right when summer's in full swing. No waiting until fall, just buckets of fresh food while everyone else is sweating at the grocery store. And let's be honest, nothing beats a bullet with tomatoes you grew yourself. So don't waste this window. June is your garden's turbo button, press it. Soil and water preparation? Before you drop a single seed, let's talk dirt. Your soil should be loose, rich, and ready to hug those roots. Mix in compost or aged manure. Your plants want a buffet, not a starvation diet. And moisture, critical. Stick your finger in the dirt. If it's dry past the first knuckle, it's time to water. But here's the trick, water deep and slow. A soaker hose or drip line is your best friend. You want the water to sink to the roots, not just wet the surface. And timing matters. Water early in the morning so the leaves dry fast. No one likes mildew. Pro tip, throw mulch on top after planting. It keeps the soil cool, locks in moisture, and tells weeds to take a hike. Your plants will thank you with insane growth. Tomatoes, a Zone 8 favorite. Tomatoes are the rock stars of June planting. Cherry tomatoes? Sugar bombs straight off the vine. Heirlooms? So juicy they'll drip down your chin. And paste tomatoes? Sauce for days. But here's how to make them thrive. Give them sun. Like all of it. At least 8 hours a day. Plant them deep, bury 2/3 of the stem to grow monster roots. And support them like a stage mom. Cages, stakes, whatever, just don't let them flop. Water consistently, but don't drown them. Let the soil dry a little between drinks to avoid cracked fruit. And if you see yellow leaves at the bottom, snip them off. That's your plant saying, focus energy up top. Oh, and plant basil nearby. They're best friends, and your pasta will taste legendary. Peppers that love the heat. Peppers are built for Zone 8 summers. Bell peppers, sweet and crunchy. Jalapenos, spicy little firecrackers. And habaneros, for the brave. Here's the deal. Peppers love heat, but hate cold feet. Wait until nighttime temps stay above 50 degrees. June's perfect. Plant them in full sun, but here's a secret. Once they're established, let the soil dry out a bit between waterings. Stress makes them hotter. Want bigger bells? Pinch off the first few flowers to force growth. And don't crowd them. Airflow stops disease. Pro move. Toss a handful of Epsom salt in the hole at planting time. The magnesium boosts fruit like crazy. Just watch, your pepper plants will be so loaded, you'll need a ladder. Cucumbers made for summer. Cucumbers in June? They'll grow faster than your kids outgrow shoes. Vining types like straight 8s are classics, but bush varieties like Bush Champion save space. Either way, they need support. Trellis them up, and you'll get straighter fruit and fewer bugs. Plant seeds an inch deep in warm soil and keep them watered. Cucumbers are thirsty, but avoid wet leaves. Water the base to prevent mildew. Pick them young and often to keep production rolling. And if flowers aren't turning into fruit, grab a paintbrush and play bee. pollinate by hand, and boom cucumbers for days. Think this is good? Wait until you hear the spacing trick that doubles your harvest. But first, comment right now, are you planting tomatoes, peppers, or cucumbers this June? Give your plants room to party. Crowding them is like stuffing 10 people in a tiny car. No one's happy. Tomatoes need at least 2 feet apart, peppers 18 inches. Cucumbers, on a trellis, can go a foot apart, but bush types need 3 feet. Why? Airflow is everything. Tight spaces trap moisture, and that's a veep pass for diseases. Plus, roots need space to spread out and grab nutrients. Think of it like this: more room equals bigger, healthier plants. And don't forget rows, space them 3 feet apart so you can walk through without squashing your crops. Pro tip: mark your spots with sticks before planting. It's way easier than guessing and ending up with a jungle. Watering without overdoing it. Watering is simple until you drown your plants. Here's the golden rule: deep and infrequent beats, shallow and daily. Stick your finger in the dirt. If the top inch is dry, it's time to water. Aim for the base, not the leaves. Wet leaves invite fungus, and nobody wants that. Early morning is best, less evaporation, and plants drink up before the heat hits. If you're lazy, no judgment. Get a drip system or soaker hose. It's like a slow I've drip for your garden. And mulch? Non-negotiable. Straw or wood chips keep moisture in and weeds out. Watch your plants. If they droop at noon but perk up by evening, they're fine. If they stay sad, they're thirsty. Easy, right? Bugs and blights love June too, but we're not sharing. Aphids. Blast them off with water or spray soapy water. Tomato hornworms. Pick them off, they're gross but easy to spot. Powdery mildew. Trim infected leaves and keep things dry. The best defense? Healthy plants. Weak ones attract trouble. Rotate crops if you can. Don't plant tomatoes where they were last year. And invite helpers. Ladybugs eat aphids, and birds snack on caterpillars. If you must spray, try neem oil. It's gentle but effective. Oh, and check under leaves. Bugs love to hide there. Catching problems early saves your harvest. You got this. Still on the fence? Listen to this. Sarah in Texas planted these exact crops last June and filled her freezer with salsa. Mike in Georgia had so many cucumbers that his neighbors locked their doors. If they can do it, you can too. Here's how they made it happen. Take Lisa from Arkansas. She stuck to this June plan and harvested 50 pounds of tomatoes from 6 plants. Her secret? Deep watering and mulch. Then there's Carlos in North Carolina. His pepper plants were so loaded he had to stake the branches with chopsticks. And don't get me started on Debbie in Oklahoma. She trellised her cucumbers and picked them every other day. Her fridge overflowed. The common thread? They planted in June, gave the plants space, and stayed consistent with water. No fancy tricks, just good timing and basics. One viewer even wrote, "I finally grew a tomato that tastes like a tomato." That's the power of Zone 8 in summer. Your turn. All right, future harvest champion June's ticking and your garden's waiting. Grab those seeds, prep that soil, and get planting. In 2 months, you'll be drowning in veggies while everyone else wonders how you did it. Tag me in your harvest pics. I want to see those tomato jungles and pepper forests. And if you found this helpful, smash that like button. It helps more gardeners find this video. Now go get dirty. Oh, and comment below what's the first crop you're planting this June? Let's cheer each other on. Happy growing.